Garlic is one of the most familiar ingredients in our kitchen. Not only does it help make dishes more flavorful, garlic also has many wonderful health benefits. Today, I will share with you a few great tips with garlic, simple but extremely useful in everyday cooking. First, let's come to the tip of grating garlic to spread on bread, a small way to make bread more fragrant and flavorful. I take a fresh garlic clove, peeled and prepared a metal strainer, the kind still used to filter tea or filter flour. Then I put the garlic clove on the strainer and grate it gently horizontally. The fine metal mesh of the strainer will help the garlic to be ground quickly. In just a few seconds, you will have a smooth, pured garlic, just enough to use. Once I have grated a sufficient amount of garlic, I use a small knife to scrape off the garlic stuck on the outside of the strainer, then spread it directly on the bread. Fresh garlic, when rubbed on hot bread, will give off a light, strong aroma, mixed with the smell of butter or cheese to create an irresistible flavor. Just a small tip like that can make everyday bread more special and flavorful. Before starting to soak garlic with chili, we will prepare the garlic carefully, because this is the important step that determines whether the garlic is crispy, white and fragrant for a long time or not. First, I prepare a plate of fresh garlic. Choose firm garlic bulbs, even cloves and no sprouts. Next to that is a clean bowl to hold the peeled garlic. I peel each clove of garlic, gently remove the dry outer skin. If the garlic skin is a bit hard, you can squeeze it gently to crack the garlic clove. Then peeling will be faster and will not crush the cloves. I continue to peel in turn until all the prepared garlic is used up. Once peeled, I put all the garlic in a larger bowl for easy preparation. Here, I will add about a spoon of salt and a spoon of baking soda, then pour in clean water until the water covers all the garlic. Next, use your hand to stir evenly. Stir gently several times so that the salt and baking soda dissolve completely in the water. This salt water, baking soda mixture helps clean dirt, remove the remaining thin skin, and helps the garlic retain its beautiful white color and increase crispness when soaked. This is a small but extremely useful tip to prevent your jar of pickled garlic and chili from becoming cloudy or turning yellow. I let the garlic soak in this mixture for about 5 to 7 minutes. After the soaking time is over, I take all the garlic out, put it in another bowl of clean water, and then rinse it thoroughly one more time. Rinsing again will help completely remove the remaining salt and baking soda, giving the garlic a more natural flavor. Once the garlic has been washed, I pour it into a basket and let it drain naturally. After a few minutes, when the garlic is dry, I spread a soft, clean and dry towel on the table, then pour the garlic on top. Use the towel to absorb all the remaining water on the surface of each garlic clove. Be gentle to avoid crushing the garlic, because if the cloves are cracked, the water will be cloudy when soaked. After this step, the garlic will be completely dry, white and clean, ready for the next step. Although the preparation step is simple, if done carefully, your jar of pickled garlic and chili will last a long time. The garlic will be crispy and retain its fresh flavor for many weeks. Now, let's move on to the main part of the garlic and chili pickling tips. This is the step that helps the garlic absorb the flavor, making it both crispy and slightly spicy, and delicious to eat with any dish. First, I prepare a clean glass jar. The jar should be washed thoroughly and rinsed with boiling water to disinfect, helping the pickled garlic and chili to last longer without getting moldy or scum. When the jar is completely dry, I start to arrange the garlic. Put the garlic in half the jar, so that the garlic cloves are evenly distributed, not compressed too tightly, so that the vinegar can easily penetrate inside. Next, I prepare fresh chili. choose fresh red chili, not bruised. I put about 5 chili peppers in the jar. You can slice them or leave them whole depending on your taste. If you like the spicy flavor to spread quickly, you should slice them thinly. If you want it mildly spicy, leave them whole. After adding the garlic and chili, I pour white vinegar almost full of the jar, leaving only a small space at the mouth to make it easier to close the lid. The vinegar will help the garlic retain its crispness, while also enhancing its distinctive aroma when pickled with chili. As soon as the vinegar covers all the garlic and chili, I close the lid of the jar. Finally, I store the jar of garlic and chili in a cool place, away from direct sunlight. After about 5 to 7 days, the garlic will start to clear up, the vinegar will turn a beautiful light yellow color, and the distinctive spicy aroma will spread. At this point, the pickled garlic and chili is completely ready. Crispy, slightly spicy, and extremely flavorful. Can be used as a dip or seasoning for many different dishes. The third tip is to store garlic in ice cube trays. A very convenient way to save you time when you need to cook. First, I prepare enough garlic for a few days or a week. Peel the garlic and put it in the blender. Next, turn on the blender and blend until the garlic is smooth. Depending on your preference, you can blend it completely smooth or leave it a little coarse so that when cooking, you still have the feeling of minced garlic. Once the garlic is pureed, I use a small spoon to scoop each portion of garlic into the ice cube tray. Each compartment is equivalent to an amount of garlic enough for one frying or stir-frying. This pre-divided way makes cooking much faster later, without having to spend time peeling and chopping garlic each time. After scooping the compartments full, I cover the tray to prevent the garlic from absorbing the smell of other foods in the fridge. Then, put the tray in the freezer and leave it for about 4 to 6 hours until the garlic is frozen. Once the garlic has solidified, whenever you need to use it, just take out a small piece of garlic and put it directly into the hot oil pan to fry, stir-fry, or sauté. The garlic will melt very quickly and smell like freshly chopped garlic. This method not only saves time, but also helps the garlic retain its fresh flavor and not dry out over time. This is a small but extremely useful tip, especially for busy people. Just prepare it once, and you can use it gradually throughout the week and still have fragrant garlic ready for every dish. The fourth tip is to preserve garlic with cooking oil. A great way to keep garlic soft, fragrant, and ready to use at any time. First, I prepare the crushed garlic. Put the garlic in a clean bowl, then add an amount of cooking oil equivalent to the amount of garlic. Balancing this ratio helps the garlic to be preserved better, not dry, and still retain its characteristic flavor. Then, I use a spoon to mix the mixture until the garlic and oil blend together. At this point, you will see the mixture has a light yellow color, is smooth, and has a light aroma of fresh garlic mixed with cooking oil. Next, I prepare a clean glass jar, rinse it with boiling water, and dry it to make sure there is no moisture inside. Then, pour the entire mixture of garlic and oil into the jar. When adding, pour slowly to avoid creating air bubbles, helping the mixture to be preserved better. After putting all the garlic in the jar, I added a layer of cooking oil on top, filling the jar almost to the top so that the garlic underneath was completely submerged in oil. This layer of oil will help prevent air from contacting the garlic, keeping the garlic from getting moldy, discolored, or fermenting during storage. Finally, I close the jar tightly. This jar of garlic soaked in oil can be stored in a cool place or in the refrigerator. Whenever you need to cook, you just need to scoop out a small spoon. You will have fragrant garlic and garlic oil ready to fry, stir-fry, or marinate meat. This method not only saves time, but also makes the dish more delicious and flavorful. The last tip is to preserve garlic with vinegar. This is a very convenient way if you often eat soup dishes such as vermicelli, pho, or glass noodles. First, I prepare a bowl of crushed garlic. If you want the garlic to be crispier and whiter, You can use minced or thinly sliced garlic, but with crushed garlic, the garlic juice will mix with the vinegar to create a more distinctive, rich flavor. Next, I take a clean glass jar, rinse it with boiling water, and let it dry completely. Then, put the crushed garlic in the jar. Next, I pour white vinegar almost full into the jar so that the vinegar covers all the garlic inside. At this point, the garlic and vinegar blend together, creating a beautiful light yellow color and a characteristic mild aroma. Finally, I close the lid of the jar and store it in a cool place. After about 3 to 5 days, the garlic will absorb the vinegar, become supple, and have a slightly sour taste mixed with a very pleasant, strong aroma. When using, just scoop a small spoon of garlic vinegar into a bowl of vermicelli, pho, or noodles. The dish will be more fragrant and delicious. This is an extremely simple tip, but brings a distinctive flavor to familiar everyday dishes, helping you save time and always have garlic soaked in vinegar in the kitchen to use at any time. So with just a few simple steps, we have 5 great tips with garlic, helping to cook faster, preserve it for a long time, while still retaining its delicious flavor. If you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that I have more motivation to share more great tips.